Well, hello there, peoples. What's happening? How's it going? Where are we? Hey, I gotta turn down Vimeo. Hold on. Kill the Vimeo. Kill the Vimeo. Kill the Vimeo. Kill the Vimeo. And let me get my YouTube happening because I'm streaming to there. Is it there? Yeah, here we're live. Yes, sir. All right. Cool. Just kind of getting back into my world here. So over the period of time, straighten this camera out. That's much better, yeah. So over this period of time that I was on the road, I did get a chance to play with my computer stuff, but now I'm home and I've got time to like dig into all these cool new settings. I went ahead and upgraded my home internet service, so now I have like 30 megabits per second upload and a gigabit downstream, which I'd be happy with 500 both ways. That would make streaming, really an amazing experience. I mean, right now it's so much better. I'm able to pipe out a lot more bandwidth and not have it choke like it once was. I'm actually streaming at 7,500 here. Let me see. I'm going to go over here and just tweak something because I was going at 7,000 without a hitch, and I see I've got a few dropped keyframes, which in the main, in like the world of video and stuff like that, I'm not sure what that pertains to. Okay, so I just dropped my bit rate to 7,000. What is it? Whatever 7,000 is. Let me go look. 7,000 kilobits a second. No, I guess that's what it was. It's what it is. Yeah, I just saw I started to drop keyframes, and that can sometimes lead to laggy performance. So I just adjusted that, and I think that I'll be okay. Actually, let me see if I can just pipe it up to 7250. My next plan is to get an upgrade in the studio here, do some mics, get a better vocal mic. Could probably get by with a pop guard on this thing, but you know what? Just stick out. I just want to maybe just get a new microphone. This is a little MXL thing anyway. It's nothing special. Does the job. I'm glad to have it. Okay, so one of the questions I'm getting asked a lot is about traditional grip. I guess a lot of people aren't used to seeing traditional grip players anymore, and so I just did this tour of Europe, and a lot of people were, kind of taken by, seeing somebody playing trad and open-handed at the same time. I have my reasons for that, but I'll share this with you in a minute. Traditional grip. I started playing drums when I was about a year old. My dad was a drummer, and so I learned from him. And the earliest pictures of me that are out there will show me playing traditional grip. Much more, like this kind of grip like this, where I've got sort of the death grip on it. But for the most part, traditional grip, it's a different energy altogether. So if you think of match grip as these elliptical motions like this, you see that? So like the left hand is going in a clockwise motion to me, and it's going in this ellipse. The right hand to me would be going a counterclockwise motion, and these are these ellipses. This is the motion patterns, aka the energy patterns that your sticks flow upon. When you play traditional grip, notice that it's more like, can you see it on the front? You probably see it on the front video there. It's like spinning like this. It's like turning a wheel. So that energy is being cast forward and pulling in. As drummers, as musicians, in general, I find us to be less like people who make funny sounds on these strange bits of, solid matter to, we're like energy brokers, We take energy and we form it and we point it to a crowd, and if, people dig it, they come in, and if they don't, then they leave. you can either push people away or pull them closer. So hopefully your idea is, for the latter. But if you want to, push them away, you'll work on attracting a more arcane crowd, I guess. So getting back to traditional grip, a lot of people use the middle finger like this to actuate it. I don't know if you could see that or not, but I'm just using my middle finger. What I do is I use my thumb more than anything. So as you can see, it just lets my stick just kind of open up in my hand. Can you see that okay? Yeah, look. So I'm just able to just open my hand up like that, and the stick floats on my thumb at that point. Now I just put your fingers around it. And I'll tell you who taught me this was Malcolm Rosenberger. Some of you San Diego drummers probably know who he is. He learned from Alex Duthert, which Alex Duthert is the father of modern pipe band drumming. It's highly competitive, and it's a very relaxed thing because they use a lot of buzzes, and it's just real fine motor skills, to be honest. A lot of that technique. It's fine motor skills combined with raw Scottish aggression. So, talking about my heritage. Yeah. So traditional grip, it's a more, to me, it stirs the energy differently, and that's how I see it. Now, as far as why do I play open-handed traditional grip, and what that means, of course you know what open-handed means, but some of the younger players might not, so let's just try to help the shorties out, shall we? When you play drums, usually it's crossed over like this. So when you play open-handed, it's like this right here. Or you play, match grip open-handed like this. So the reason why I play open-handed like that is on any gig that I'm doing, there's going to be a substantial amount of what I call chopping wood, where you're just, it's real simple kind of grooves, Of course, that starts getting less simple. So chopping wood, there's going to be those periods of time where you're just kind of grooving along, and the way I started playing open-handed was I was doing a gig with a disco band. I played with them for 7 years, sold my soul to the disco devil for 7 years, and one of the things that I had to do in order to keep the gig was to remain interested, because going it was making me batty, man. It's just driving me flat up the freaking wall. So one night I was playing with the group, and I just decided that I was going to lower my hi-hats down a la Billy Cobham, put the ride cymbal over here on the left-hand side of the kit, and try to play all night as much as I could. So the first few times I did it, it was just so hard. It was stiff as a board, But the thing is that it got easier. And I kind of prefer playing open-handed in a lot of ways, because when you do play open-handed, take the disco pattern, like that, the 16th note pattern that we mostly do. Yeah, I know you can go like this, so can I. For the purpose of this exercise, this is what's important. Now watch what happens if I do this. Just substitute the snare drum. You got some little ghosty notes happening right there. This is where paradiddles come in handy right here. It's quiet, loud, quiet. Got to get that snap. It's a really good exercise. So it's a upstroke, downstroke, upstroke. So upstroke, down tap. Upstroke, down tap. Upstroke, down tap. Up, down tap. Up, down tap. Up, down tap. Basic Mahler stuff, right? We all know what the Mahler grip is. Most of us. If you don't, man, you're on freaking YouTube. Go look it up. Anyways, so the one thing that I started doing when I was playing matched or traditional open-handed, that's where we are on the map, open-handedness. Let me do this. Haha, changed my whole perspective. So if you play that same beat, let's go here, a 2 and a 1 and a 2, like this, and then drop that down, a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and 2. Right hands 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. 1 E E E E like that. Singing it really helps. But 1 E like that. Now watch what happens if I put my left hand on the hi-hat. 1 E, 2 E and a 1 E, 2 E and a 1 E, 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and like this. But if you can do this right here and keep that first note down, you got that nice syncopation happening. So it helps when you're, playing a beat like a little more of a tempo. And you get something like that. So, just substitution, moving things around. That being said, so going back to the larger scope of what I came here to talk about, just the chopping wood part on my left hand, that's how I keep my left hand in shape when I'm playing. If you notice the way I play when I'm on a stage where I can really dig in, I'm at home right now, and I try not to, get too big. I try not to play bigger than the room I'm in. So if I'm playing in a really huge room, I'll just use my, as much power as I can. But playing at home, I try to be in congruence with my room. So you see how my left hand is coming back really far. Let me point this camera a little more this way. It was getting out of pocket on me, wasn't it? Dang it, look at that. Okay. So now, using my thumb, you can see that I get a lot of range of motion right there. So anyway, chopping wood. So that's why I play left-handed traditional on a lot of the things that I do, because there's just a whole lot of simplicity that is happening on my left hand. And you don't have to play, very intricate all the time. You can, let up a little bit here and there. One of the things I do in the song Having It behind Roland Guerin's bass solo, one of the things I've been doing to enter into the solo, because you try to, come up with something cool and interesting. Let me see if I can get out of, I'll kind of come out of the keyboard solo here. that's not what I wanted to do. But anyway, I started it too fast. And, let's see, getting just double strokes. 1E into 2E into 3E and a 1E into 2. 1E into 2E into 3E and a 1E into 2E and a 3E and a 1E and a 2E and 3E and. So they become 30-second notes. It's an idea I'd like to explore a little more of. You know, I got some of this stuff from a drummer named Tony Oxley. Look him up on YouTube. He's an older English gentleman, and the way he flows on the drums is, wow. It's nothing like it. I've never seen anything like it, really. So I'm just gonna kind of explore this little idea with the 30-second note double strokes, playing it in 3. So let's see what happens. feels good just to kind of let loose once in a while, you know. Well, anyway, I don't know how many people are hanging around watching this, but damn, I'll tell you, one of the things that I really dislike about not being on Facebook anymore is the fact that when I'd stream, I mean, I'd at least have, 30 or 40 people show up. And I guess just YouTube is just really, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to make of it. I wish I've got 1,700 subscribers or something like that. It just seems like the room gets a little bit thin. I guess everybody's over on Facebook. So if you're watching, say hi, drop me a line. Hang on, I think I'm going to come over here and pull up a couple of YouTube links. I want to go find this video of Tony Oxley so I could show you guys. OXLEY drums. Let's see if I can. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is the one. Oh yeah. Oh, this video right here. Hang on. Let me grab this for you. The way this guy plays. First time I ever saw him was like, geez, dude, really? Okay, so there, I just shared a link. And I'll let you be the judge. So check that out. I'm actually gonna go see what I can do. See if I can figure out how to get a little more subscribers or something. There's not too many people watching. One person, it says. So, anyways, hit me back. Email me, billraydrums@gmail.com. Let me know if you want me to talk about stuff. And I'll come back on and we'll do some things. Okay. So, let me see. I'm going to end this.